What's up YouTube, it's your Jumpmaster. In today's video, I want to talk about the marketing release of Need for Speed 2019, or the lack thereof, and why I think Ghost Games may be trying to approach their release of the next installment in the same way Respawn Entertainment released Apex Legends. In the background, you're seeing Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012 with the Porsche 911 Carrera S. I make videos like this every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So if we look at the Under the Hood article that EA community manager Ben Walk wrote about Need for Speed not being at EA Play 2019. If you don't know what that is, the Under the Hood article is basically like their version of the This Week at Bungie, which is a series of articles written by the developers discussing upcoming events, patch notes, and content moving forward. In their article, they state, "Our goal is to deliver a truly memorable high-speed entry into the 25 years of Need for Speed. Rather than a series of promotional events, the game matters most, a sentiment we bet you share with us. With that, know that we're here. We're building an amazing game that we can't wait to show off, and next time we'll talk, we're packing our bags and heading south for the full unveiling. We'll see you then." That last part, the next time we'll talk, we're packing our bags and heading south for the full reveal. Obviously, the next huge gaming event is Gamescom, which is in Germany, but to be more specific, Cologne, Germany. Since Ghost Games is located in Sweden, it only makes sense. So the last paragraph, so it sounds like they're skipping out on traditional marketing, which means no trailers, no leak gameplay, no leaks. I don't know about that. But no early gameplay videos, no interviews is what I'm getting out of it. They're keeping quiet until, I guess, Gamescom, which is August 20th. I'll make a separate video about that when we get closer to the date, so. Okay, back to the video. I think we're gonna get leaks regardless, but overall, I do think that they're trying the Apex approach. If you remember, Respawn Entertainment launched Apex Legends February 4th of this year with no marketing whatsoever, no teases, no trailers, no gameplay presentations, no interviews at press events. The whole world, I guess, thought they were making Titanfall 3, but they weren't. They were making a Battle Royale game instead. However, they did pay high-profile streamers like Dr. Disrespect, like Shroud, and tons of other streamers to play the game live, or I guess when they went live. And of course, the fans will want to try it out too, because obviously the game is free, and it was out that day. It came out the same day they revealed it. But with Need for Speed, I don't think it will work out the way they wanted it to, just because. Just think about it for a minute. Need for Speed is launching in the fall, or quarter 3 of this year, which is, I think, from I guess August to the holiday season. I'm not 100% sure about that. But think about what other games are coming out. Grid, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Destiny 2 Shadowkeep, and tons of other games. Exciting games that, people already know are coming out. I don't think most people know, unless they're, I guess, hardcore Need for Speed fans, that a new game is coming out. Like, that's just me personally. Now, if they do decide to release it at Gamescom right on the spot after they finish announcing it, which would be ahead of these games, right? They may fly Game Changers out to Gamescom to cover the game, do some interviews or whatnot. Oops, sorry. Ooh, that was my phone. But I don't know how well that will work out. I do think we will start seeing leaks, but I don't know. I'm just skeptical about that. Now I want to talk about the possibility of it going free to play. Need for Speed has had free to play games in the past. Need for Speed World, which was a PC exclusive that was shut down around 2014, 2015, and now we have No Limits, which is a mobile game. It's made by Fire Monkeys, who are developing it. They're constantly adding new cars like the GT2 RS, LaFerrari P1. New content. I think almost like every month. Now, they could be now with no marketing whatsoever. They could be avoiding the potential backlash over the decisions that they've made. So so they might just let the game speak for itself, like Respawn did with Apex Legends. Because let's face it, like the last two Need for Speed games, like, well, I'm just gonna be focusing on 2015. People wanted an underground style Need for Speed game, right? They wanted, nighttime street racing, wanted in a gritty setting, and they got that with 2015. And what did people do? They complained about it. They complained like the handling was awful. They complained that the story was. Well, I complained that the story was cringy. It was cringy. It was. It really was. You don't tell me it wasn't cringy, because it was. Alright. They complained about the things that they wanted. They wanted only nighttime racing. They wanted to be underground inspired, and it was. And people didn't like that. So I think they're just going with their own gut feeling. This is what we wanted to make, and we're releasing out to the public. And they're gonna let the game speak for itself. Whether it's good or bad or in between, right? They're gonna release it to us, and then obviously we're gonna give feedback to what needs to be fixed. Obviously, there's gonna be bugs and glitches and exploits, right? Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe that's what they're doing. They see that the community is divided, and they're like, you know what? Because we're always gonna have naysayers. Why don't we just make the game that we want to make for once? And let them judge for themselves when they play it. That's what I think. That's what I personally think. Or they could just be the fact that they're owned by EA and they're changing up their release strategy, so it's not one huge release. It's just like, I guess, drip feeding us. In that sense, that would break tradition. And not releasing it in November would also break tradition. But I guess Need for Speed has released in other times of the year, like August and October, so there's that. Now I want to finally cover the leaks. So YouTuber named LP Ripper 24, he made a video discussing leaks about Need for Speed 2019. And first of all, like, that was a great video. Like, I'm not gonna deny it. I really like that video. Secondly, the leaks that were presented in the video, they're just, some of them are just not believable. And he says, obviously, and he has a huge disclaimer at the beginning, and like, take it with a grain of salt. And that's what I'm doing. Some of these leaks, they don't make any sense. Like, how you gonna have dynamic weather effects, but yet not have a day and night cycle? That just does not make any sense to me. What makes sense to me is the fact that we're gonna have an offline single player, because the last time Ghost Games made an always online game, people complained about it. Like, you can't pause the game. Like, what? Are you kidding me? And obviously some of these leaks could be false. So from the video, some of the leaks seems like they're gonna have like a Pro Street events, which was like legal track racing. I don't know how much I believe that. I mean, what will this Need for Speed game's identity be? Because like, Need for Speed Rivals was a Cops vs. Racers, had a Cops vs. Racers identity. Need for Speed 2015 had a more of an underground theme going for it. How are you gonna have legal track racing and illegal street racing put together in like one game? I guess I just think that's just way too ambitious. I feel like they should focus on one thing. But again, this could be false. This could be false. But I guess we'll know soon enough. They did say that Need for Speed 2019 will be a fusion between Need for Speed 2015 and Need for Speed Rivals, which honestly I like that. If it's true, I do like that. It seems like they're going for Most Wanted 2005 setting to it. But Need for Speed 2015, I that game was just so mediocre. I don't know why they would try to use that. I mean, yes, Need for Speed Rivals did have its issues. Same with Need for Speed 2015. So I guess it's like they're taking the best parts of both of them and then just like putting it into one game, which I do like. I do, you know, I do like the city environments from 2050. Also like being the cop in Need for Speed Rivals. So there's that. Now, on the topic of leaks, I don't think EA and Ghost would ever acknowledge. I don't think they will ever acknowledge this stuff, because if they were to do it, obviously the leaks will be fake then. But if they don't, and they keep quiet, then most likely this is true. Because remember when Destiny's original story controversy was going on, neither Bungie or Activision denied it, which would later prove to be true, that Destiny's original story was cut and repackaged as DLC in, you know, in the Dark Below and the Taken King and House of Wolves. So, you know, only time would tell if they actually would acknowledge this. I don't think anybody else knows about this leak. It could be fake. This all could be fake. Like, I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt. That's what I'm doing. Anyways, that's all I really have to say about it. I don't know what's going on with Need for Speed 2019. I hope it's a great game. That's one of the games I'm looking forward to. Like, honestly, like Destiny 2 Shadowkeep. I don't know. I'm getting back into Destiny. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. It looked good for what I saw from like the gameplay that they showed. I know they're gonna show more the 1st of next month, but Need for Speed is like it's like that one game that I look forward to every single year, or I guess now it's gonna be 2 years, and that to me, like if it's hot trash, this game, like I don't know, I really don't know, cause like that would be like what, 4 games consecutively that show that they don't know what they're doing or listen to the fans too much. And I'm gonna make a video about this. Like I feel like Ghost Games should stop listening to the community. Just stop listening to the community altogether, cause clearly there's a huge divide. So I'm gonna make a video about that. Hopefully it will come out next week, but I'm not 100% sure. So without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'm working on a Destiny video that's coming out on Wednesday. So I will see you then. Take it easy. Like, comment, and subscribe.
All backup units, continue code 2. Attempt to relocate suspect. Over. All units in code 3 pursuit. Vehicle has not been located. Return to duties until further notice.